So it's kind of the segue into the next part of this video, of this episode. So how did the American Shrine of Czestochowa here in Doylestown, how did that come about? How was that brought about from Poland, I guess?
So after World War II, there was a lot of persecution in Central and Eastern Europe. We had the Iron Curtain, and so the church was not free to build new churches and to kind of grow. And so we were in Poland. We were to celebrate 1,000 years of Polish Christianity in 1966, and Cardinal Wyszyński, who was beatified recently, he was persecuted himself, but he also was calling on creating some kind of a tribute to that millennium. And so our fathers, Father Michael Zembrzyski, he came here to the United States for that purpose, to create some kind of a tribute, a Marian shrine, to commemorate this wonderful occasion of 1,000 years of Polish Christianity, but also to bring Our Lady of Czestochowa and to bring this devotion here, not only to Polish Americans, but to everyone. And so that's what happened. In 1955, the shrine was established here in the barn chapel. So every good thing that happens always happens in simplicity and in the barn, right? And so that was the beginning of our shrine. And then in 1966, the main church was constructed, and that's how the shrine started to grow more.
That's wonderful. So ever since its founding, there seems to be plenty of pilgrimages, thousands of pilgrims, I take it, here every year. What are some of the main events that draw pilgrims? Not just the shrine itself obviously draws pilgrims, but what are some main events that happen here at the shrine?
So our annual events, well, definitely the festival is one of the big ones. That's in the two first weekends of September. But also many feast days. So the Feast of Our Lady of Czestochowa, or Divine Mercy Sunday, or Fatima devotions. And there are many things that actually keep changing. So what we experience is that we have a lot of big pilgrimages, and we had a lot of big events, such as a couple years ago we had the coronation of the icon, which was one of the biggest events in the last years. So a couple years ago, the coronation of the icon of Our Lady. But we also find that every weekend there's something going on here, and the people are coming from all over. And so I think it's also shifting from huge events once or twice a year, more into the shrine being alive every single day and every weekend. And it's just amazing to see the long lines to the confessionals on a weekday, or on during Lent, or Divine Mercy Sunday, or anytime really. And so I think that's kind of the transition. So we have a lot of big events that happen, but it's just the shrine becoming more and more alive every single day, and especially every weekend.
Yeah. So you mentioned the festival as one of your events. Now this might be a little random, but Polish food is a big part of the festival. So what makes the food so popular here at the shrine?
Well, yeah, it's definitely an essential part, and the festival definitely has much more choices of different foods, and a lot of it is, especially at the festival, it's homemade, and it's really it's really great, and that's why so many come for that, to kind of be connected with their heritage, but also to learn about Polish food and Polish heritage. So that's always a great event for that. But also every Sunday we have food, Polish food at our cafeteria, and so the pilgrims who come here each Sunday, or our regulars, they get to enjoy a lot of the Polish delicious foods such as gołąbki, pierogi, kiełbasa, and so on and so on. So there's a lot of things that we offer on a regular basis, which is great.
Yes, I can personally say I love the pierogi here. So
very good. We have one witness. That's good.
So before we wrap up, what is personally for you? What is your favorite thing or event about the shrine?
That is a hard question, but I don't know. I feel like there's something how the Blessed Mother is working here, because when I look at different ministries that I personally do, and some of them, on a human level, that I can say, oh, this is working well, or like this is successful, and but I'm just amazed how it's all happening through the Blessed Mother, because if I would take all of the steps that are being done and do it somewhere else without Our Lady, it wouldn't work. So it's kind of a mystery of how the Blessed Mother is bringing the local community here, and how Mary is bringing everyone here. I mean, there are so many confessions here that are just so amazing, that the people come to be reconciled after decades of not being to confession. And I think that's amazing. So to really answer this, I would say it's how Mary is really working. That's just, like, for me, it's just such a mystery to be a witness of that. And it's even hard to explain that how she is working at this shrine through us, but through the people who come here on like ordinary ministries, but also in the sacraments. And I'm just so amazed. And that's kind of, I think that's the most beautiful part here that I experience.
Awesome. Yeah, it seems like everything that Mary touches seems to be crowned with success, as you said. So, well, that is all for today. We thank Father Timothy for being with us and for hosting us here at the shrine. Please join us next time as we continue to get to know the people, places, and events of the Archdiocese of Philadelphia.